Hi guys, today we are going to do a short back workout that you can add into your workout routine, or you can just try to do it about 3 times a week. Something short, sweet, and simple, but extremely effective to give you an amazing back and good posture because we are not doing this in 2025. No tech neck. Okay, what's gonna happen is you're gonna come onto your hands and knees, and we're just gonna do a few cat cows. And now what I want you to do is add some resistance. So when you go into your extension, I want you to pull your wrists and your knees towards each other. And then when you come into flexion, you're going to push your hands and your knees away from one another. But we're pushing down into the grass or the floor so that you are not moving. And then we're going to come up. And we're just gonna drop one arm at a time, opening up the shoulder blade. So you're gonna inhale, reach the right arm out, drop onto the left, come back up. And we're gonna just move and make it dynamic. Getting a nice stretch through the lat, through the armpit, opening up the shoulder. And then on this next one, we're gonna come up. Want you to bring your left hand onto your right side and your right hand over top. And you're just gonna push that left hand into the ground. And then I want you to reach your left hip back to your left heel. We're gonna inhale, come up, create tension in the arms, and then reach back. Starting again to warm up the arms, warm up the core, and stretch the fascia. Good, it's gonna give you a little bit more mobility through your ribs. The right hand is gonna come onto the grass on the left side, left hand on top. And again, you're just gonna press into the ground and a little bit away from you as you push the right hip back to the right heel. And one side might feel tighter than the other, and that just means you're human. Good. Perfect. So from here, we're gonna come down on to your stomach. And if you want, you can grab a towel and place a towel under your head. I'd prefer if you keep your head lifted in line with your spine. But if that's too much for you, you can drop it down. We are working the neck flexor. And then you want to tuck your pelvis into the grass, but don't squeeze your glutes. Just find a little bit of a lift. And if you need feedback, again, you can roll a towel up and stick it under your hip dip. What's going to happen from here is we're just going to rest the head, and I want you to open the shoulders into a shoulder press and then down. Now, on this next one, you're going to stay up. You're going to reach the arms straight out, and then I want you to pull the elbows down towards the hips so you feel your lats activate. Inhale, extend, lengthen your side body. Exhale, draw those elbows towards your hips. Lengthen. Find that tension through the elbows. Your shoulders are floating. Your head is floating. Your belly button is floating. On this next one, we're going to come here and down. Your arms are going to come out to a T. Just take a nice rest. Wiggle out the hips. Allow the body to settle. We're going to go back into it. So you're going to float the head, tuck the chin just a little. Your arms are going to float up into a T. Check that your ribs are embracing to the floor, and you're going to make a thumbs up. I want you to circle the arms forward, keeping the ribs and the belly floating with a little bit of a tuck through the front of the pelvis. And now we're going to turn those thumbs towards the hips, the knuckles up to the ceiling, and we're going to do a backward circle. Good. And then just always checking in with your core. Your back core is working hard here. Your ribs are floating. And then we're gonna drop down, bring the thumbs back into the starting position, into a T. You can relax your head down, take a break, wiggle those hips out. We're coming back up to float. Okay, arms are out to a T. We're gonna work through some extensions. You're gonna inhale to lift your chest. Your hands are gonna come down to your hips. And then we're gonna exhale down and relax. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to come down. For 3, for 2, and 1. You're gonna come back to that T. Take a second. We're gonna push back into a child's pose. Okay, your arms should be nice and warm. We're gonna come to lie down on your back and find a spot that's comfy. Just shake out your hips, allow the body to settle, open up your pecs. Hands are gonna come down by your sides. We're just gonna do a few pelvic floor tilts or tucks. You're gonna tuck the pelvis towards the belly button and then back to the mat. You're not lifting your glutes off the mat, you're just lengthening and releasing your low back. And then from here, we're gonna walk it up into a bridge. I want your knees to reach to one side of the room and your hips to pull off of your ribs. And then keep the weight in the knees and the heels as you gently walk your spine down. If you have any lower back injuries, you're just gonna come up into a bridge and down. Forget that spinal articulation. Otherwise, mobilize those knees, reach those heels, press into the ground. The chest opens, the head softens. Make sure your ribs aren't higher than your hips. And walk it down. Do not let that butt touch the ground until the back can't lower no more. We're gonna layer on. You're gonna lift up, walk it up, hold it here. Inhale, reach your arms back. Try to lengthen those hips off of those ribs and then walk it down on your exhale. Inhale back. Exhale, walk it up. Check your ribs. Inhale, reach, lengthen, and walk it back. Okay, one more. Then we're gonna bring your hands down by your hips. We're gonna thrust the hips up to the ceiling. Check your ribs, soften your skull, soften your chest, press through the back of the shoulders. And I want you to lift your heels and lower. Lift and lower. Lengthen the front of the neck. Keep those ribs soft. Keep those glutes reaching, not squeezing. And then on this next one, we're gonna keep the heels up, tap halfway down and up. Pressing through the pads of the toes, feeling those hamstrings turn on. Don't let the chest and the ribs take over. For 3, for 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Take a second. Hug your knees into your chest. Okay, hands are on your knees. What's gonna happen is you're just gonna tuck the knees in towards you and then roll up. So we're just rolling into a ball. And then we're gonna come all the way up. Feet come onto the ground. Hands come back behind you. We're gonna drop into a tricep dip with your fingers reaching towards your hips and your elbows back, and then up. Now we're gonna layer on. When you press through the triceps up, you're gonna come up into a bridge, down, tricep dip. Good. And then on this next one, we're gonna come up into a bridge, option to stay here or walk your feet out. Hold it, open up your chest, soften your throat, and you're gonna pick up one knee at a time. Opening up your chest for 4, 3, 1. Coming all the way down. Take a second. We're gonna come down onto your hands and knees. Want you to press your knees into your hands and your hands into your knees, and then just push the knees away from you as you pull your hands in. Feel a nice adjustment through the back. Focus on your back on the mat. And then there you have it. You are all done. For best results, follow this with my back stretches, and you should be golden.